Off it now.
I got a feeling I was at the other end.
There's a surprise.
And I'm going to go with you. I was telling you to tough it out. There's a bit of reverse Malachi for 6. That is fantastic. Let's have a look at that again, because that's one of the shots of the tournament.
Well, that is unbelievable. First of all, it's a gutsy shot. It ended up right where he wanted, but to hit him over third man for 6, that's a tremendous effort. 4
old scorers are doing a good job trying to keep up with it, and now they're getting bombarded with cricket balls. Again, low full toss. They're looking for 1. They must come back for a second. They won't. Some good fielding out there by the Pakistani fielder.
He's almost egging the batsman to go there. The challenge is on here. This is as competitive as it gets. Look at the eyes there.
That's perfect bowling. Right in the block hole at pace. Not much you could do there. He's tried a little bit of something again, and he's going to call a wide. That's an interesting one, Clive.
I think the umpire's got it right here, because the wide lines don't move in this competition. And that is over the line, and if it's over the line, what is it?
It's a wide.
There we go.
Handy runs for the South Africans. Those blokes didn't agree, and they've got a good view from side on. Again, goes for the reverse one, and it's gone for buys, and 4 of them. Handy runs, sundries are doing well for South Africa.
Oh, Irwig's furious there. He reckons he's got a little bit of bat on that.
Farhan is the wicketkeeper, and I'm just going to say he's a long way back, and trying to take him on the bounce isn't good if you're not really a wickie.
Well, here we have a look again. No, I think that's his pad, isn't it?
Pad, buys, it all counts. Runs are runs here at KCC, and for the first time, I'll say that there was a big powwow there from the Pakistani players, because they're a little bit nervous.
Yeah. Sammy walked past the wicket and just gave him a little bit of rev up. Don't miss him, mate.
So it's 20 off the first over, chasing 124 to win. Anwar's the man with the ball. Again, that's a beauty. We haven't seen a 6 so far in this innings from South Africa, and it's tough to hit those for 6. Doesn't matter where you're playing. That's a smoking cover drive. Absolutely smoked through the fielder there for 4.
Tanvir's put an excellent effort out there at deep cover, but that ball was coming so quickly. And the ricochet might have just gone up into the sponsor's tent then and collected someone. You're not far away from the action down there.
You want to keep your wits about you, that's for sure. A big swing there, and no contact. Sayanvala is 5 from 6 rocks, and we don't see that very often here at the Sixers.
A few nerves here, isn't there? A little bit of desperation. Who's going to blink first?
That's in the air, and that could be out. They're going to be one down here, South Africa. They are. Sayanvala loses his way, and South Africa are 24 for 1 in the second over.
Oh, huge relief there for Pakistan. Anwar's bowled a brilliant over so far. Put one that was probably in the slot there to be hit. But Sayanvala just didn't get a hold of it, and a very comfortable cash out in the deep there.
Adams is the new batsman. He's at the non-striker's end, and he's had a pretty good tournament so far with both bat and ball. Although Chris Rogers would manage to get him out first rock last time he talked him up.
He's still my man, Ryan.
We'll stick with him. That's, again, very good bowling, and it's going to go for 4. He muscled it out to the onside. Did Irwi.
Well, we've seen for 2 days the value of having a left-hander batting at this end, because that mid-wicket boundary is the shortest boundary on the ground. No fielder is defending that. You only have to be about 5 metres away from it, and you can't stop it.
Well, that's come about a change in the field. There's going to be 3 on the leg side now for Pakistan. Only 1 man on the offside.
Well, Irwi won't be worrying about that. He'll be trying to go over the top of them. He only has to get half a bat on it.
He's got an open stance, and he's setting up deep in his crease, and he's lidded it. Top edge onto the lid, and he'll pick up 1.
A nice bit of sportsmanship there by Anwar. Just walked past Irwi, asked if he was okay. We'd like to see that, because they're up for this game, aren't they? But they still showing respect.
Absolutely. We don't like seeing blokes get hit in the head at any time. Adams starts off with a flurry. Bang.
Well, he was excellent yesterday, Adams. Both with the ball and the bat, and that one is riding his slot.
I tell you what he's got is a very low pickup and low hands. He is down almost at stump level. This time he gets it away on the offside. There's only 1 on the offside, so they'll pick up an easy 2. End of the second over, South Africa are 37 for 1.
17 runs coming from that.
They've got an hour to play this match, and the Hublot match clock is at nearly 37 minutes. He's sucking in the big ones. And the skipper, Sohail Tanvir, is coming on to bowl the 3rd over. Just a reminder, it's an 8-ball final, 8 balls per over. So there's lots of time left for South Africa. And that's going to help. A full bunger goes and gone.
And that has to be a no ball as well. That's going to hurt Pakistan. That's worth 8. And he has to bowl again.
That's almost at the brink of getting a warning for a head-high full bunger. Can you get warned out of the game in sixes cricket? I don't know. I don't have the answer for that one. Next ball is the same, a repeat, and away it goes again. And Irwi, pumping out the chest, wants a piece of Sohail.
Oh, 2 full tosses. We know with Tanvir that ball is going to be angling into the left-hander, so that's just a gimme really for Irwi. He just has to help it on his way. He's done that twice.
Sorel Irwi is putting South Africa into a chance. And I'll tell you what else is a chance. As player of the tournament, he's been an absolute beauty. He's a one of a number of blokes in the running, I would have thought. 3 in a row, can he? That's another no ball. It's going to go for 4. So there's 2 hip high or no balls from full tosses. And I reckon he's asking the question, how many fullies can you bowl at me?
Well, it's not first-class cricket, though, is it, Ryan? There's no one else to bowl.
Like I say, I'm not sure what the rules are, but that's 2 in a row in 1 over.
What?
And in first-class cricket, you'd be sent off.
Tanvir was rubbing his hands there. There's got to be a lot of sweat out there.
Well, it's a hot day, and this one is a little shorter, and he misses it. A rare blemish for Sorel Irwi. This is turning out to be a massive over. I tell you what can happen, though. If you get injured, the opposition pick who they want to bowl the rest of the balls. Imagine throwing that up. I wouldn't know who to pick from the Pakistan bowlers.
Well, not Sammy, that's for sure.
It wouldn't be him. That one has gone the journey. And Sorel, thanks for coming, buddy. Retire hurt, and your team is in with a chance of winning this one.
Well, he's walking off shaking his head. Not happy with those 2 full bungers he caught, but look at that one. He's got to be happy with that. That is a massive hit.
That fella can't believe it. That's a big hit. I'm not surprised. Very impressive hitting. Nicolo is the new man for South Africa.
Still 5 deliveries in this 10 here.
He's going for a reverse again, and he's going to call it a wide. It's interesting. The umpy took a long time to call it, but I reckon he was correct.
Who's under more pressure here, Ryan? The players or the umpires?
I tell you who's not. It's you and me, because whatever happens, Chris, we're going to have a Peroni and enjoy our day after this. It's the best seat in the house for the final of the Sixers. That one's short, it's in the air, and it could be out, and it is. They lose a wicket, South Africa, to some good bowling.
That might have to be the way for Pakistan. They might have to take wickets here, because at the moment, you've got to back South Africa in this position. Just a little top edge there. The keeper was able to run round, take a comfortable catch.
Swainpole, Aubrey is the new batsman. They need to maintain momentum here, the South African lads. Tanvir, again, it's high in the air, and it's going to be a single. What I will say, they're just, these last 2 batsmen, Adams and Nicolo, are trying to be a bit funky.
Well, they're probably thinking, we just got to hit the ball in the gaps, hit 4s, and we'll do this easily. But Aubrey Swainpole come to the crease now.
Trying to use the pace to hit behind the wicket. It's fraught with danger, but so is everything in this final. There you go. It's an edge down to 3rd man, and he got what he wanted, 4 runs. At the same stage, Pakistan were in massive trouble at 4 for 54.
With these 8-ball overs, Ryan, you've just got a little bit more time than you think. It's not too hard to chase down this total.
Because bowling 8 balls is tough work, and you think you're going to hit at least 1 or 2 for 6. And again, he's done it again. Used the pace nicely, and there's never been a 3rd man in the whole competition.
Well, it's probably the smarter way to go with Tanvir, because the angle that he's delivering the ball at, it's always going to run across the right-hander. So instead of playing the
and his length. You look at those, that the length he's got wrong.
Yeah, I think I'd be trying to run it down the third man. Looks the easier shot anyway.
Well, here we go. This has brought a change in the field. Pakistan, for the first time in the competition, has sent a third man.
I love that captaincy. Send the fielder where the ball's gone.
He's tried to do it again, and it's a dot ball. And after what has been an eventful over that went for 37 runs, South Africa are 2 for 74 from 3. They're our friends at the Peroni tent having a good time. And like I say, Chris, I'm looking forward to one.
I've been very lucky with the sponsors we've had here too. Instarem, Accenture, not to mention the Hublot watch.
Virgin Atlantic, they've been the busiest men alive with all the 6 counts. The amount of the distance the 6s have gone has probably would have got me back to the Netherlands, let me tell you. That's a friendly one on leg stump. That's going to go for 4.
Well, Hamad did the job with the bat, but he's under pressure now, isn't he? He was hoping that the big name bowlers who went before him could take a few wickets and he could be bowling at the tail here, but well, instead he's under pressure. It's
interesting because he's got one of the highest leading dot balls of the competition, yet you get the sense he's one of the more friendlier Pakistani bowlers. He gets his Yorkers right, and this time he's done it nicely, and it's just a single down to deep mid-on.
Still 45 runs off 16 balls, so they've got to keep going here, South Africa. They can't just do it with singles, of course. They have to hit boundaries and 6s.
Well, remember, they got one in the shed because Irwi has retired, so you may as well go for it. Go nice and hard and look for the boundaries. Swainpold is 8 from 3. And I reckon from the shorter end, he's thinking to go airborne. This time, it's through the offside, and it's going to go for a very neat boundary. And I hate to say it, but that was a normal cover drive.
Well, they've actually persisted with a third man. I'm not sure why you would have a third man for Hamad. It's not like he's running in bowling back of a length. He's trying to get it up into the block hole, and sure enough, third man's now running around to cover. Horse is bolted.
Just keep putting him where the ball goes. It's a simple philosophy, Chris. Unfortunately, you've only got 4 fielders. That one's a wide, and they'll get 2 for it. A little bit of swing that couldn't be controlled.
I'll tell you what, if that hadn't have been as wide, the only direction that was going was down the third man. I would have had a good chuckle.
He's just giving himself a chance here. He's on off stump. And this one is going to go the journey. That's the 6 that Swainpold was looking for from the outset.
Oh, we're sniffing an upset, aren't we here? We had our money on Pakistan. They've been...
Hey, mate, come on. You didn't ask my opinion. Long way to go, and it's a long way that one's going. There's 2 in a row for Swainpold, and Pakistan suddenly are under the pump.
Oh, this is going south quickly here for Pakistan. Hamad, probably the friendliest bowler in Pakistan, has been dispatched, and look at that. Look at the celebrations coming from the South African group. They're loving this.
Well, he's got his length wrong these last 2. This time he's setting up outside leg stump. And therefore it goes down to third man, exactly where that lad was, and for 4 runs. And Chris Rogers is in hysterics.
I'd love to see cover now move around to third man.
It's good batting, that's for sure. What we've seen from Swainfold is he started to move around in the crease. He set up on off stump, then he set up on leg stump, and Ahmad is under the pump because everyone wants to tell him what to do.
This is where the brain trusts get together, but you have that sinking feeling, don't you? You know it's looking like it's going to end badly for you. What can you do? Got to try and get through this over with as little damage as possible, and then Sohail to bowl the last over. Hopefully he can produce some magic.
Well, there's 2 rocks to go, and let's see what we've got. That one is going to go to third man as well. In fact, that one's going to go maximum. Swainfold's going to be out of here. And he has hit that for 6. And what an innings it's been. 34 from 8 deliveries. That has been, the ball has swung those last couple. And that gentleman should hang your head in shame. You've got to catch those. He's having a good day. The boy, he runs at Lama Cricket Club. He should know better. He's got to take those catches. Well,
I hope he's not a coach there, because he can never abuse his players for dropping catches.
1 to go on the second last over. That should have gone in as clean as a whistle. And it's a dot ball to finish. A nice way to finish. And now, the Hong Kong World Sixes 2017 will come down to the final over, where South Africa, needing 124 to win, needs 17 runs off 8 balls. Put your hand up, son. He's having a good day.
Just didn't catch the middle one, did he, Ryan?
Well, at least he didn't drop the beer. That's the most important thing. 1 over to go in the Sixes of 2017. I hope everyone's enjoyed the coverage. We've enjoyed bringing it to you. Sohail, the man for Pakistan, in fading light here at Kowloon Cricket Club. He's got 17 runs up his sleeve.
Well, in fact, if South Africa win this evening, they all go to equal joint holders of this competition. They'll have won it 5 times, along with Pakistan and England.
It's Dry and Adams are the 2 batters. It's Sohail for Pakistan. 8 balls, 17 to win. The first one is long high, and would you believe it? It's 6 off the first one, and the Hublot sign was in danger.
What a shot. Khan let that one go as quick as he could, but it was in the hitting zone there. Adams, who's been brilliant. He's been my man, Ryan. He's getting the job done. I told you he would.
Well, let's see. This one is going to offside, and it could be out, and it is. A twist in the tail. Chris Rogers starts to talk, and wickets fall. A twist in the tail, and guess what? It's the main man, Sarel Urwi, strides out to bat for South Africa, hoping to finish the job.
I wonder if Sohail will give him a flat one.
Ladies and gentlemen, remember that South Africa are defending champions. They won it back in 2012.
11 runs to win. 6 balls remaining.
What do you do here for your Cornet drop? Just get off strike, or you just go for it?
You've got to get bat on ball here. Run it down to third man for 4. Or get bowled. There's a big appeal. It's all happening. That hit the stumps and the bails didn't come off.
Oh, this is incredible. If that ball had to dislodge the bail, Urwi wouldn't have been on strike either. But look at this. It's just ricocheted through the legs onto the stumps, and those zinger bails haven't come off, have they?
Well, unbelievable. 10 to go, 5 balls remaining. Cyril Irwi has been outstanding. But can he finish the job for South Africa? Again, it's a brilliant delivery from Sohail, and they'll scamper a leg by. And things aren't getting easier for South Africa. The final has been a beauty. Swainpole was retired. He's next. He can still come in.
Well, you've got to swing now. There's no holding back.
Well, what I would do is go deep in my crease and give yourself a chance to get under it. He's a big boy. He's dry.
Where you've got to be running at the other end as well.
The in-swinger. Oh, they're going to collide. Two big boys collide in the middle. That one was a big in-swinger.
Well, it's on the line here, isn't it? Look at the desperation here. South African batsman colliding. It's all happening. It was nearly a three-way.
We don't like seeing those, Chris.
The score is on 1-6. 8 runs required. 3 balls to go.
Well, we haven't left anything in the bank for you, that's for sure. These sixes have been outstanding. Changing the field now. There's going to be 2 on each side. You've got to say, the return of the sixes has been a beauty. The final has lived up to all expectations. But what twist have we got left in the tail? He's edged it, and that's going to be dropped and gone for 4. It was a piece, he got a piece on it, and the wicky couldn't hang on. Let's have a closer look. It's a good edge, and it's just gone over his head for 4. Sohail's got a smile on his face. It's intense, but there's smiles everywhere. 4 from 2. Do you bring the field up, Buck?
This is what you play the game for, though, isn't it? Down to the wire, pressure on. See how good you are. Sohail's been immense this over. To keep him in the game has been fantastic.
Mate, he swung it. He's gone in swinger, out swinger. In, out, in. What's he going to do here?
They're always swinging as hard as he can, or does he just back away and run one down the third man? There's no one there.
He's thinking about Sohail's thinking that I need a third man. He's yelled out to Tanvir, hey, Skip, I wouldn't mind a third man for myself.
He's not fine enough. He has to go finer.
He's literally at backward point now. There's no mid-off. The good thing is Sohail still hasn't taken his cap off. He's stuck with it all day. He's not changing a thing. He's bowled an absolute beauty. And there's going to be a run out. What was the non-striker thinking?
He said, I don't want it. I don't want it. Give it to the skipper.
I tell you what I reckon. He thought to himself, I can't make it there. I shouldn't be on strike. Bring Swainpole in. It might be the greatest thing ever. It also might be catastrophe. 4 runs needed off 1 ball. Look at the shape of that. Oh dear. 1 ball remaining. 4 to win. Would you read about it? Is a tie possible?
I'd given up. I'd given up on Pakistan. This is unbelievable.
I know there can't be anything. A tie can't be possible, let me tell you. Because there's all sorts of things. I think it's wickets lost. It's sundries. It's also sundries. There's all sorts of things.
Well, it's wickets lost, so it's therefore.
It would be.
But they're not getting 3 anyway.
We find it hard to match. I tell you one thing for free. Sohail has bowled an absolute peach of an over. They're on their feet in the stands, and in fact, even in the commentary box, they're standing. For the first time ever, I'm actually nervous, Chris. Here we go. He's hit it. It's high in the air. Has it got enough on it? It has. It's a boundary. South Africa win the 2017 Sixers, if you don't mind. The dancing begins. The celebrations are on. South Africa are the 2017 champs.
Finals don't get much better than that, Ryan. It had everything, didn't it?
Well, Pakistan actually made the field a little wide. They didn't have anyone straight, and they were hoping that he could get away with it. But Swainpole stepped up to the plate after retiring and hit his first Ross